This is actually the lecture series of the inspection and assessment of the distressed structures. So I will cover here now the RCC structures main, and other structures will be in the different sessions. So the type of distresses I have enumerated basically of two types. One is the structural and another one is a non-structural. Some distresses we also categorized as a cosmetic, like paint related issues, then some plaster related issues, some aluminum windows related issues. So the doors and windows, they we categorize into this category, cosmetic repairs. Now, to start with the structural distresses, one major distress we note particularly in the structures around the coastal areas, that is corrosion. The corrosion damage is hefty everywhere. Another one is the blast and impact. It is due to the maybe the collapse of the structures, or maybe the bomb blast, fire blasts. That is the second one. Third one is the fire assessment. It is also a very crucial assessment, because the fire affects RCC as well as steel very badly. Another one is the earthquake. You all know how disastrous the earthquakes are, because we have seen the earthquakes in Maharashtra in 1993 and in Gujarat in 2001. Then the marine and the salt attack, because the structures actually in the you can say the offshore structures, they are basically affected because of this marine attack. Non-structural elements, it's actually the plastering related, waterproofing related, plumbing related, and in some cases the windows. Now you may say how it has any resemblance with the structures. Basically, what happens that whenever the plastering is required to be replaced, generally the life of a plaster we assume is around 10 years in the good environment. In severe environment, it is less, but again it depends upon the quality of a plaster. If the quality of the plaster is a problem, because you all are aware that nowadays the quality of the sand is miserable, the good quality of the sand is not available. Though our all tenders, government, non-government, private, everywhere we mention that people should use only river sand, but then availability of the river sand is an issue. It's everywhere in the country. I presume that it must be there in your state too. So whenever the plastering is required to be removed, and because the signs of the delamination of the plasters is easily seen, because it's quite visible, everyone can see that how the plaster is getting affected. Then the waterproofing is another areas. The terrace waterproofing, podium waterproofing, toilet and bathroom waterproofings. All these waterproofings are, it also has some life. It is 10 years. Again, on the paper, we can say that yes, it's a 10 years. If the quality is good, it will behave for 15 years good. But if the quality is not good, then the waterproofing also wear out within 5-6 years. And then if waterproofing and the plaster start not protecting the structure, then the rainwater start entering into the structure through various elements, external walls from the external side, waterproofing related, then it is through the slabs, and then it tries to reach to the reinforcement steel, and then the corrosion process starts. That is a problem with these non-structural elements. So though these are enlisted in this category, but if these structural non-structural damages are not attended on the priority as soon as they are visible, or as soon as the end of their life, like 5 years, 10 years, then they will start reacting with the structural members like slabs, columns, beams, and then it will become a structural element any moment. Now, the last category of this particular slide, that is change of windows. Someone may be confused why this category is here, because you might have seen that in many cases people goes on changing the position and the locations of the windows, and there then the element which we call as a lintel, which is a most neglected element in every structure, because people are not giving a proper concentration to the construction and casting of the lintels. It is generally left because structural engineers give a standard section to the of the lintels, and then it is generally left to the supervisor, mukadam, or maybe the head of the carpenter.